What up? What up? What up? We are back, baby. It's only been 21 days since the last stream. It's kind of embarrassing, actually, that it took so long to get back on here, but so many reasons not to do this. Life stuff gets in the way of your fun, but we're here and we're doing it. Okay, now it has been a while, so I'm trying to remember all the little things. I think I got the chats open. I believe we are streaming on the YouTube, the Twitch, and the x.com. It's late here. It's 10:30, which means my whole family's in bed. Sneaking in some late night Diet Coke, like a true champion. How's everyone doing? And by everyone, I mean no one. Just me. I'm doing great. Feeling good. I don't know why this is so exciting. I love this. I love doing this. Why did I take so long? I've been a fool. Okay, let's see. How do we... I think we got everything. Yeah? I think so. Okay, so the good news is we're back. We're going to do some boot.dev, and we are on the object-oriented programming side of boot.dev. Who would have thought? Pretty exciting. Oh, I think I figured out how to add Twitch chat. Let me see if I can add it into this, like so that you guys can see it, because it's super active. JK. But hold on, I think I know how to do this now. That one. I want to add existing. Boom. Where could I put it? Right there? Okay, let's see what happens. See what happens, baby. Oh, I don't think it's working. Should work, I think. Well, whatever. We'll see if we can get this working. Anyways. I'm excited. I'm stoked to get into this OOP course on boot.dev. It's been a long time coming. And I'm very interested in doing it. If you were watching before I took my little hiatus, I was doing the Linux course and they had a Git course, but I just went ahead and actually completed both of those. I just did them not streaming for two reasons. One, they were super dull for like streaming. There's a lot of reading and then a lot of like doing stuff on terminal, and anyways, it didn't feel like a fun experience for sharing. Whereas like this feels fun. You're gonna get to watch me absolutely get destroyed trying to do OOP. Yeah, you know me. Pretty proud of the name for this stream of Oop, I Did It Again. I was pretty excited to come up with that one. I'm sure I'm the first person that's ever made that joke. Almost guaranteed. Yeah. So we're just gonna chat a little bit, hang out a little bit, hope some people decide to join in. I should probably post about it on the old twits. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Okay, let's do that. We are live. We are live. Don't you know that we are alive? All right, let's see here. Oh yeah. Okay, what am I trying to do here? I want this. I want the old linky. Oh yeah, I forgot how stupidly annoying it was to pull the link out from here. And then somebody told me how to do it, and then I forgot. They said where is it? It's like here somewhere? No? I don't know, man. I don't know. Edit stream info? No, that's not where it is. Well, here. I know you can just steal this link. The old Twitch channel link. So we'll just do that. We'll do it the long way. Music is making me feel good. Feeling good right now. Okay, I'm gonna do a test. Does this show up in my little chat window thing? Oh, it does. Oh, snap. Okay. Well, then I did figure it out. So here, now you guys can see it. Oh. I figured that out with some LLMs. Oh my goodness. Too much LLM stuff these days. But it did help me figure out how to put chat up, which makes me feel good. Whoa, hey, we jumped up to 4 peeps all of a sudden. Who are you people? Thanks for swinging by. We decided to do a little late night. Late night for me is 10:41 p.m. I am old dad now, you know? This is past bedtime. I don't know what you guys are talking about. Okay. All the streams are running. That's good. Oh no. This is a silly thing. Did they shut my stream down? No. Oh no. That's so wild. Okay. So the stream that I had running for 127 hours on X stopped. And I don't know why. It says it timed out. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, did my Oracle Cloud finally go down? Because I was using the free tier for that long? Oh, man. Oh, that's a bummer. That's a bummer, man. I was so proud of that little stream. Anyways, we move on. We continue. We persist. All right. How do I don't even know how to share this. Why do they make these things so complicated? Oh, I'm so bummed though. I actually am legitimately bummed out. I love that little stream. It was my favorite. Oh, I'm so bummed though. I actually am legitimately bummed out. But I love that little stream. Oh well. Anyways. Alright, let's post. We are starting the boot.dev OOP course. Come watch me flounder with some objects. Oh, I am so bummed out by that. I didn't think it was gonna bum me out that much. What does timed out mean? Now I need to go see if the server's still working. Okay, let's just check this out. You're not gonna be able to see what I'm doing, but I just want to see if my Oracle server's still running or if it timed out. Bummer, man. Anyways. You know, you do things and they try to keep you down. Oh, that stinks. Okay, let's see. Did the actual cloud service bugger out? Or did X.com just get mad at me for streaming for 127 straight hours? I feel like I have to hold the record as of right now. Wait, is 127 hours even that long? I don't know. Yeah, that doesn't even sound right. I don't know. I can't do math right now, which is why I'm gonna do programming. Ooh, burn. Okay, hold on. Let me just sign in. You guys can't see this because I'm logging into my Oracle Cloud, and I don't want to show everything, and I'm not smart enough to hide things properly. So you just have to wait, because we're gonna do it. And if I've learned anything about streaming, it's that you should ignore everyone and just do the thing you want to do. Right? Right. That's definitely it. Oh, it's still running. Come on, man. I think it was X.com. X.com, the everything app. I think they got mad at me and shut it down. They timed me out. Bummer. Well, it was fun while it lasted. It was a good time. It's a good time while it lasted. Did I actually end up sharing this that we were streaming? I don't know, man. Can't keep track of stuff like this. I don't even know what's happening anytime. Okay. Let's see. Did I actually... Oh, I did share it. Okay. I should say. Or come see it on Twitch. That's not the Twitch thing. That's not the Twitch link, you fool. You fool. You are a damn fool. Okay. Well, I'm only going to be bummed out for a little bit longer that they stopped my super long stream on X.com, the everything app. Man. Alright, here we go. Twitch, nope, X.com, or come see it on Twitch. Bloop. Bloop. And there we go. Okay. Alright. We got it. We're all live. We got chat windows open. Boom. We got the course that I'm going to be doing open. Boom. I think we're all set. Alright. Let's get into some oops. I'm going to do a little bit of this before bedtime. Which, I'm not going to lie. So we went and saw... what the hell is it called? Oh, Dogman. Took the kids to Dogman today. Pretty good. Pretty good. I did fall asleep for like the last 20 minutes in the theater. So, yeah, that is the type of person I am now. Yeah, I passed right out. Like, I was out. I don't know what happened at the end of the movie, but it seemed great. Kids liked it. So that was good. And now, yeah, now back home. Trying to get this back going. I love doing this. It makes me feel good. And I wasn't feeling super good for life reasons. I was just busy. And then I just fell off doing this. And it was dumb because I like doing it so much. And it makes me happy. And I just didn't do it. I let those, like, oh, you can't do it. You're not in the right mood. Bleh, attitudes. Took over, man. Not worth it. Okay. We're rambling. We're rambling. We be rambling. Let's see. What do we got in here? Oh, new data structure and algorithms are now combined. All right. Lane. Crushing it. Always making updates. Lane, if you're watching this, I know I said I'd give you something and I didn't. Sorry, man. It's been a rough 3 weeks, but I'm trying to get back into it, you know? Let's go. Let's go. Okay. All right, we posted. We've got music. If anyone's in here, which I don't think there's anybody right now, but if anybody's in here, let me know how the music sounds. Make sure it's good. We're going to do some OOP, and then we are going to, I don't know, I kind of want to do some Pico 8 again. I did set up a little screen for Pico 8. Check it. Boom. I'm going to show you. Ready? Boom. Okay, I'm back. Thank you for telling me that I was muted. I totally forgot. I was setting up this Pico 8 screen and forgot to add in audio. So that was foolish. I hope you can hear me now. I think you probably can. But that was stupid of me. So dumb. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Alright. Okay, now I have to try it one more time and see if I did it right now. Okay, we're going back to Pico 8 window. In 3, 2, 1. Boom. Okay, can you still hear me? Can you still hear me? Yes? I think it's working. I can see on OBS that there's an audio input capture now. Yeah. Okay. I was just briefly getting sidetracked talking about Pico 8 before I go back into OOP on boot.dev because I got my new window set up for Pico 8, and this is how I started coding. Like, actually for the first time ever, where I stuck with it a little bit longer. I made those bin files. I don't think you can open those. Where was it? Dev? Oops. I don't know if anyone's messed around with Pico 8 before, but it's a fantasy console, and if you play video games, it was the fantasy console that was used to make Celeste before they ported it into Steam and made it multi-platform and all that fun stuff. But let's see if I can. I just want to find that this is the game that I made. There it is. Lemonade Stand. I was reminiscing of old times playing on the Commodore 64 at my uncle's house when I was a kid, and he had this Lemonade Stand game, and I was like, I'm gonna make a version of it on Pico 8, and I did it, and it worked, and it was the first time I had like started coding stuff. So in Pico 8, it's all Lua based, and you have to code the whole thing. So like I coded all of this, which, like, you know, for somebody, lots of if statements. But for somebody who had like never really coded something, this was a huge win for me. And then I don't even remember how to run this now. Control Enter? No. R? Oh, it's been so long since I've used this. Shift R? No. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I've... Oh, nope. That's wide. That's full screen. Didn't mean to do that. Oh, this is so bad. That's how long it's been since I've messed around with this. I don't even remember how to run a game. I know it's like it's a shortcut button. I thought it was just R. But it's obviously not. Oh, there it is. Oh, it is. It's Control R. It's Control R. Oh, here. Can you hear that? Is that coming through? Here, wait. I'm going to turn off the music. Because then... So I actually had a really cool... Yeah, there we go. I don't know how loud that is. Hopefully that's not like blasting. But I had somebody make this music for me, which was awesome. This guy named Gruber Music, you can see. That was his Twitter handle. He's fantastic. He's like the most incredible music producer that I know, and he just crushed it. I was just like, I need music for this game. And he's like, yeah, no problem. He just comes up with this stuff. But this is a little game. And then so I also made it for my son. So that's why there's Caleb in here. He wasn't 9 and he's still not 9, but I thought 9 was a good age for this game. But yeah, it's super fun. So you just have to buy lemons, sugar, cups, and there's a formula for this to make the best lemonade that people will buy on a sunny day. And what's hilarious though is I don't remember what it is. So I think it's like... Then you can charge a high price. It's up to $10. Inflation, baby, on Lemonade Stand. I think let's try and sell it for $8. And then you do this. You start your day. Oh man, I haven't actually played this in a really long time. And then when people come by and they buy it, see, your remaining cups go down. You get that little $ animation. Oh yeah. Oh, I'm totally gonna sell out all my cups. Come on, baby. Yes. I had so much fun making this game. It was awesome. It was just great. Yeah, so this is like, after learning how to make this game, it completely changed my opinions on if I would be able to like actually figure out how to code. I was just like, oh, I think I could do some coding. Oh, but now they're gonna be mad. I ran out of lemonade. But anyways, see, oh, they said it was too expensive, but I sold out. Let's just say the game logic's not perfect. But yeah, anyways, that was the first game I made, and I'm excited because now I've got it set up, and I want to make more. I want to do more games on here. It's been a while. So, anyways, if you haven't played with Pico 8, you should check it out. It's incredible, and it's a ton of fun, and there's an awesome community of people who are like super excited to share what they're making, and you can look at their code, and you get to do all of some of the fun parts is like, so you get to you have to design all the sprites. Oops, which I always thought was really fun. And then, so yeah, you get to design everything, and then you can do the scenery, and then oops, shit. Can I just do that? Yeah. Oh, fuck off. What I'm trying to show you is you can do all the music and the sound effects, and that's what all this stuff is. And so, anyways, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it is rad. It's really fun. And the guy who made it, it's Lexa Lawful, LEXALOFFLE. He's on Twitter. And then he just created a new one that is, what's it called? Anyways, it's like it's an expanded version, but it's all virtual consoles. So it's all these fantasy consoles. It's these consoles that like don't actually exist, but they have specs of like really old computers, you know, the stuff that I grew up on. So it's really cool. Anyways, at some point tonight we're going to do some boot.dev, but in the near future, which is why I set up this scene, we're going to make some new games. I've started making tons. Like, classic person of just, making games and never actually finishing them. Like this one, I'm pretty excited. I like this one. Not Lightyear. Pico Vader. This was a game that I wanted to make a game where you could play as Darth Vader or anybody, a bunch of different characters, and then you would get to fight. And so I didn't get into like any damage. I just got into like swinging the lightsaber and 2 characters and some jumping, a little bit of background. Yeah. Anyways, this was I wanted to finish this at some point, but I just never did. Oh man. I forgot. It's pretty fun. Anyways, even without any points or literally anything, it's pretty fun. So, anyways, Pico 8, check it out if you're looking for something to do. That is Lua based, but it's a lot of fun to code. Okay, let's go do some OOP in Python. All right, scene. I need one of those cool scene button switchers. Bam. All right, we need to go back here. Transition. There we go. Okay. Now you should be seeing boot.dev again. So, Voxatron. Thank you. And Picotron. Thank you very much for looking those up. Picotron's the really cool one. I feel like, I don't know how much he's been doing on Voxatron recently. It always seemed like the project that like didn't get worked on. I don't think, if I remember talking to him at some point, there was like he didn't really, I don't think he like expected Pico 8 necessarily to get as big as it did. And so he spent a ton of time like helping maintain it. But anyways, the Picotron's pretty sweet. I've played around with that a little bit. All right. Oh, let's turn on some tunage. It's awfully quiet in here. There we go. There we go. All right. I gotta stop saying all right. Trying to be Matthew McConaughey over here. Alright. I can't stop. I can't stop myself from saying it. Let's go. Let's do it. Alright. OOP in Python. Starting with dry code. So I've done a few of the like super basic introductory lessons. Just 1, 2, and 3. These are just super fast courses. I need to try and keep my streak alive, so I just did those really fast. But let's start here. We're at dry code. So another rule of thumb for writing maintainable code is don't repeat yourself. All right. And it just means that when possible, you should avoid writing the same code in multiple places. Repeating code can be bad because if you need to change it, you have to change it in multiple places. If you forget to change it in one place, you'll have a bug. It's more work to write it over and over again. Assignment. Your manager noticed that there's a lot of repetitive code in the Age of Dragons codebase. She asked you to update the fight soldiers function so that the DPS, damage per second calculation, is only written once. Notice how these two lines are practically identical. Soldier 1 DPS equals soldier 1 damage times soldier 1 attacks per section. Oh yeah, and soldier 2 is just soldier 2. So create a new function called get soldier DPS that takes a soldier and returns its DPS using the same logic as the lines above. Then replace the two lines above with calls to get soldier DPS. Okay, so two lines above with get soldier DPS. Okay, so we're just gonna do. So we need to do. Okay, I'm gonna have to send it twice, right? Soldier, oops. So because I'm still gonna want this. Soldier 1 DPS equals get soldier DPS, and then we'll do this 1, and then soldier 2 DPS equals get soldier DPS soldier 2. I mean, there might even be a better way to do this, a faster way, but we're just gonna do this. And we're gonna do define get soldier DPS. It's gonna take one argument of soldier, and then it's going to be soldier damage times soldier attacks. Attacks? Oh my gosh. Per second. And that's it, right? It just needs to return that. I think that'll work. 2 passed, 0 failed. Okay, oh, and good. You can sort of see this. I know I kind of have the chat over top of the solution response place, but whatever. Okay, I think we did it. Pass. Yes. Okay, now what's the solution? Was there an easier way to do it? Oh no, I did it. Perfect. Yay. Champion. Oh, I need to get a wider screen, but I need to do a better green screen so that I can do it. Because then I go like this and say, yay, you can't even see anything. It's completely gone. You got nothing. Anyways. Oh, what's this? Hold on, sorry, gotta check the old phone. My daughter did not want to go to sleep. It was funny, she fell asleep in the car ride home, of course. So she was like out. We were like, perfect, I'll just pick her up, put her in bed, done. Pick her up, put her in bed. The second her head hits the bed, wide awake, like the most awake child that has ever existed. So it's like fine. So then I ended up sitting with her for 20 minutes to calm her down and get her back to bed, and it worked, and it was fine. But it was just like every time. So now I'm just paranoid though that she's waking up every 2 seconds. Dad life. It's honestly the best. If you watch this and you're like, I don't know if I should have kids. If you have even like the slightest desire, just do it. Just do it. It's awesome. It is a ton of work. I don't know. This is my experience. Not that anybody asked, but there are times where it is a ton of work and it is exhausting and you're like, what is happening? But 99% of the time it is fun and your kids amaze you constantly and your just entire worldview changes, and there's no way to explain it to somebody who doesn't have kids where they will ever believe you. Everyone's just like, oh yeah, sure. But then once you do it, it's amazing. Like, it's just incredible. So even though there's moments like this where I'm like, I know she's sleeping, I'm worried she's on the edge of waking up, and so it's like just sitting there in my mind like, don't wake up, please don't wake up. And it could happen, and if it happens, you just deal with it. But in the meantime, we learn object-oriented programming. All right, I feel like, I know this was just the intro lesson, but like, I'm learning stuff. Feels kind of good. It feels great. Okay, take a look at the code we wrote. We started with this and refactored it. Woo, big terms. The code to look like this. Yes, that's what we did. Don't repeat yourself. We don't want too much of our code doing the same thing. When code is duplicated, it leads to many potential problems. In our example, let's pretend the soldier dictionary changed, and now the key that stores the damage value is called damage. In the first example, we would need to update 2 lines of code. In the second example, we only need to make the change at one place. It's not a big deal when 2 lines are the same and exist right next to each other. However, imagine if we had done this several hundred times in 10 or 20 different code files. All of a sudden, it makes a lot of sense to stop repeating yourself and write more reusable functions. We call that dry code. There you go. Well written. Dry stands for don't shave yaks, don't repeat yourself, don't do drugs, do repeat yourself. Well, luckily we know this one. Oh, I did something stupid though. Forgot my chest. Oh, I'm not gonna have enough time to get 5,000 points. So we'll do an easy one. Let's just get those 500 though. Get that little extra XP. Alright. Yeah. Let's, hold on a sec. Just checking all the spots, making sure I didn't break anything. No, we good. Alright. Okay, next lesson. Dry code does not make your code shorter and easier to read. It does not make your code run faster. It does not make your code easier to update. It does not make fixing bugs faster. You only fix them in one place. So it doesn't make your code run faster. Correct? Boom! Where are my fireworks? Lame? I don't know why my fireworks don't work all the time. Okay. Classes. Oh boy. It begins the real nuts and bolts of the OOP. Okay. Classes. A class is a special type of value in an object-oriented programming language like Python. It's similar to a dictionary in that it usually stores other types inside itself. Example, class soldier, health, armor, damage. Makes sense. Just like a string, integer, or float, a class is a type, but instead of being a built-in type, your classes are custom types that you define. An object is just an instance of a class type. For example, health equals 50 is an instance of an integer type. Aragorn is an instance of the soldier type. You have an affiliate code for Boot? I don't have an affiliate code, but I do have... There's some, like, friendly thing. Oh, yeah, this one. Here. I'll post... If it doesn't... I don't think it really does anything for me, but it does tie us together or something. I don't really know what it means. What site are you doing this on? Super cool. Does it teach JavaScript too? I am doing it on boot.dev. It does not do JavaScript, and I'm only laughing because I just came across a boot.dev ad which is hilarious and talks about how they're not doing JavaScript, and I don't know if they ever will. But the rest of it's awesome. And Corbin, this is I can just show you real quick. So like the courses that are in here, so that you start here and you can do all these. So we're on the Learn Object-Oriented Programming. Then you get to do functional programming, data structures and algorithms. You do a C memory management course, a Go developer course, backend, SQL, Docker, CI/CD, like tons of stuff. Lots of really interesting pieces. It's all stuff that I really want to learn. And so I decided I'm going to do it. And I started really strong at the start of the year. And then when I got through the Learn to Code in Python course, I, for some reason, stopped streaming. Well, I already explained it, but just life got in the way. And so I've been trying to find time to do more streaming. Are you familiar with any of this stuff? Okay. So here's my weird kind of coding background. I have picked up and put down coding since I was 8, probably, like since I got my first computer. So I have a really weird knowledge of coding where it's like a random thing that like a true beginner might not have encountered or dealt with before. But then I also like forget the simplest, easiest stuff. And if you watch any of my other videos, you'll watch me like struggle through a bunch of very easy things to do in coding because I don't do it and I don't remember it. My background is actually, I've been doing marketing for my whole life, my whole adult life. But I've always enjoyed coding. I've always enjoyed doing it for fun when I have time. I've done things like I built a Nextcloud server on a Raspberry Pi that I run at my house. I've done some games in Pico 8. Like I've edited some code on a live production app that was in what was that? It was in JavaScript and PHP. And so like I've done a bunch of weird random things, but the problem is it's always been sporadic. So, and then because it's been sporadic, not a lot of stuff is like stuck up here. And so it's basically like relearning it every time I go back into it. But it's also why I'm trying to do this course, because ideally if I can, keep doing it every day, hopefully it'll stick a little bit more. But awesome. Coding is great. I stumbled on you in my YouTube feed. Oh, cool. You've been coding for 20 years. Oh, that's awesome, man. Good for you. It's so much fun. I mean, when you solve a problem that you're working on when you're coding, like, I don't know, there's not a lot of feelings better than it. It definitely makes me very happy when that happens. But if you want to, if you ever want to see somebody struggle through, definitely come check me out. I'm going to try. I was doing a really good job streaming for the first 12 days of the year and a little bit at the end of last year. And then I fell off for 21 days. So yeah, 3 weeks. And tonight I was just like, I have to get back into it. I currently build lots with Cursor AI and VO. Ah, interesting. Okay. So I've played with Cursor a little bit, and I definitely have started doing, I've started using Supabase too. Okay. I need to, as always, it's like time versus ability and all of those things of I know I need to do more of it in order to get better. But I played with Cursor a little bit. I played with VO a little bit, or V0, all very cool. I just my biggest problem is when I've used some of the Cursor stuff, for example, or I've even made some scripts using, ChatGPT or whatever, and I can get them to work, and that's not a problem. But I definitely realized at the end of it that I didn't learn anything about it. I definitely have, when I go back and look, I'm I have no idea what I just did. So yeah, exactly. Learning the basics. Because I have found, even in, with using AI for marketing stuff, I can get a lot out of AI for what I need in marketing, but it's because I know what I'm looking for and what I want it to do. And so I'm not using it to try and teach me something or to produce something for me that I couldn't do myself. And so I feel the same way. I have this like, I love that it's a very useful tool, but yeah, I really want to, because I'm just doing this as a hobby and it's just for fun anyways. It's not like I mean, who knows, maybe one day, but my objective isn't necessarily to like, I'm going to go start working as a full-time developer. My objective is I enjoy this and I want to learn it and keep doing it. But because that's all I'm trying to do, I actually, like, the part I really enjoy is the learning part versus the productivity gains of using like Cursor or something like that. But as a tool, and I think if you know even a reasonable amount of coding and you're just trying to be more productive, like, yeah, there's no doubt that it can make you more productive. At least from what I've seen. And I mean, I know everyone's got their own opinions, but yeah, I find it useful. It's very helpful for being productive. And at the same time, I'm just like, I want to learn this. I want to know what I'm doing. I want to understand it a little more. And so, hence, we're here. And now we're doing classes. So, let's see if we can get through some classes. Where were we? And thank you for chatting and watching and all of these things, by the way. Like, this is really fun doing it. Like, it's fun. It's fun streaming even if nobody joins, but it is way more fun when people come on and talk about stuff. Yeah, great ways to make money long term or start your own product too. Yeah, you know what's funny is I do like, and there's so many marketing tools that suck, and I do think that, you know, if I focus, which is my biggest problem in life probably, if I can focus on it, I feel like I could bring some good tools to market. That I'm a very simple person, and so I want my tools to be very simple, and there's just so many marketing tools that are out of control. And so yeah, maybe, you know, we'll get through this. It'll be good. All right, classes are custom new types that we define as the programmer. Each new instance of a class is an object. What? Object? Object-oriented programming? What? Example. Sorry, maybe it's later for me than I thought it was. I might be losing my mind a little bit. Who knows? Okay, example class, archer. Health, 40. Arrows, 10. Creates several instances of the archer. Legolas and Bard. And you can print their health and the arrows. Makes sense? Create a class called wall on line 1. It should have a property called armor that is initialized to 10 and a height that starts at 5. Okay, so class wall, we need armor equals 10 and height equals 5. That's all at once? Sweet. Easy. Pass. Done. Look at this. All right, job offers, baby. Let's go. Clearly, I'm on it. Next, methods. Oh, I should have brought some water down. Just got the Diet Coke. Oh, still good though. All right. Methods. After the last exercise, you might be wondering why classes are useful. They're like dictionaries, but worse. I must say, I really enjoy Lane and team's writing in Boot.dev. It's my style for sure. Like, I actually enjoy reading it, which is obviously a big help for getting through the big reading parts. But it's anyways, it makes me laugh. Oh no, I couldn't figure out why my Twitter was going wild, and then I just realized it's because they started a hell thread. Oh no, disaster town. I gotta comment on this. Had to interrupt the stream to jump on the hell thread train. There you go. In case you can't tell, me jumping around between things is literally how I get through every day, which is it's fun. It's a good time. Okay, hell thread commented on. We're back to it. Class wall. What are we doing now? Okay. One thing that makes classes cool is that we can define methods on them. A method is a function that's tied directly to a class and has access to all its properties. Self. So class soldier has health 5, and then, oh, I see. So there's the take damage function that applies to the soldier, and then that way you can call it directly. I know there's a name for this. Like, I know, like when you can call something right after the period or the dot. I don't remember what the name is. I'm sure I'll come across it, but methods are nested within the class declaration. Their first parameter is always the instance of the class that the method is being called on. By convention, it's called self because self is a reference to the object. You can use it to read and update the properties of the object. For what it's worth, man, you're going to find this is how every language works. They just look a little different. Yeah, that's good to know. I'm one of those people that, you know, when you like, I'm going to learn a bunch of languages, like spoken languages, and then you learn like 4 words in every language. I feel like that's how I am or have been with coding. That like I can write hello world in probably, 12 different programming languages, but that's it. And then everything else falls apart. So it's, again, I'm doing my best to really be like, okay, this course seems very well laid out. I'm going to follow it and see what happens. And then, like you said, because every language works in a similar way, you can, port those skills and just update your syntax and all of that stuff. So that's the goal. There is a goal. There is a method. Oh, a method. Yes. Nailed it. That was perfect. Perfection. Oh, man. All right. Okay, soldier 1, soldier, yeah, take damage. So methods are nested. Notice the methods are called directly on an object. Oh, the dot operator. That's the term I was looking for. So my object dot, my method. Add a fortify method to your wall class. It should double the current armor property. Okay, so fortify is going to be self dot armor. Double it. So times equals 2. That should work, right? I think that's all it wanted me to do, right? Do I need to? No. Yeah, that worked. Okay, let's submit. Did it pass all the tests? Yeah. Hey, I already got my daily chest quest. Maybe I could have got the 5,000 experience points quest. Let's open it. All right, what do we get? Let's get some points. Woo! Oh, I did sharpshooter too. Nice. All right, some gems, some potions, kicking butt, taking names, and we did it. All right, moving on. So we got methods sorted. Methods return values. If a normal function doesn't return anything, it's typically not a very useful function. In contrast, methods often don't return anything explicitly because they can mutate the properties of the object instead. That's exactly what we did in the last assignment. However, they can return values if you want. They're just functions with access to an object after all. Okay, so in this one, it has a speed. I see. So they have a starting speed, minus armor, minus weapons, and then return speed, and then I guess the benefit. What is the benefit of returning something? Is it's just because then, like when they call it, it prints the 6 and it gives you the answer? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Okay, so add a .getCost method to your wall class. What do you think it should return? The cost of a wall is the product of its height and armor. Okay, so getCost is going to be the cost of a wall is the product of its height and armor. So wouldn't it just return armor times height? Isn't that all it wants? Oh, shoot. Oh, right. I need to do self dot armor and self dot height. That's it? That's all it's looking for? Alright. Not bad. You know? There you go. We're doing it. Oh man. Just had flashbacks. There was one time where my mouse was like here and I couldn't tell what it was. And it looked like it was like a rip in my green screen and I panicked. And then, no. It was just my mouse. Anyways. Okay. We're going to submit. We should get it done. Methods versus function. Okay, hold on. What time is it? We are at 11:30. All right, so I think maximum I've got 20 minutes left in me because then it's going to be midnight in just a little bit and I got to go to bed at some point. I got to get up early. I got to get the kids ready for school. It's Friday. Fridays are great. Fridays are pizza night at my in-laws. And then we do movie night with the kids, which we cheated this week and did a movie night again tonight because we went to the theater. But whatever. They're good kids. They deserve it. Okay, so let's see what... Okay, how many more levels are in this one? Oh, geez. Yeah, no, we're not going to get through all that today. All right. Let's do 2 more. Yeah? Let's just do 2 more. 2 more lessons. Of course, this will be where, like, the next one... Oh, yeah, this is a simple one. It's just a question. But this will be where, like, the next course is all of a sudden... like super difficult and then I won't be able to give up on it. It'll be 40 minutes later and I'll be like, I gotta figure this out. Same here. Do you have kids, Corbin? I mean, obviously you don't have to type in your personal life history into a YouTube chat, but or if you're just saying same here, you gotta go to bed, I get that one too. But all right, let's see here. Methods versus functions. You know what a function is. A method has all the same properties as a function, but it is tied directly to a class and has access to all its properties. A method automatically receives the object it was called on. All of the above? Nice. Kids, sleep. I get you. Do you have movie night with the in-laws too? Or pizza night? Because that's a good time. We are living the Everybody Loves Raymond life, where we bought a house next door to my in-laws, but they're awesome and are ridiculously helpful, and our kids obviously love them. It's actually pretty great. If there are people in your life that you can stand to live next to, do it. It's amazing. Alright, a method automatically receives the object it was called on as its first parameter. You're a lucky man, our family is so far away. Yeah. It's tough. It's such an interesting thing because we obviously, for, hundreds of thousands of years, lived close to our family, always. And then recently, now, yeah, like people move away. I mean, I'm in Canada. My little brother lives still in Arizona. The long story there is we moved to Arizona when we were in high school. He stayed because he loved it. I came back. My parents went to Pennsylvania. Then they ended up back in Ontario, but they're like 3 hours away, which isn't horrible, but it's, it's not like a pop by amount of time for a trip. And it's just weird. You just get far away from everybody. It's a different way of doing things. And I must say, it is not that I ever expected to live next door to family like this, but it worked out really well. Right. Class soldier, health 5. You have a take damage function inside. Oh, I guess that's a method, right? So, yeah, that's something that I feel like that's one of those like terminology things that would always throw me off. So, when it's inside of a class, it's a method. But if it's outside of a class, it's a function. Right? I think that's accurate. But yeah, okay, so only damage and multiplier are passed as Delinar is passed implicitly. Oh, okay. So wait, only damage and multiplier are passed as arguments. Deliner? Who wrote this one? It's passed implicitly as the first argument self. Gotcha. Okay. Because that's what was called. Damage multiplier, soldier. Ah, interesting. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, duh, I'm just reading this so silly. They're defining those there and then actually calling them here. Okay. A method can operate on data that is contained within the class. In other words, you won't always see all the outputs in the return statement because the method might just mutate the object's properties directly. The OOP debate. Because functions are more explicit, some developers argue that functional programming is better than object-oriented programming. In reality, neither paradigm is better, and the best developers learn and understand both styles and use them as they see fit. For example, while methods are more implicit and often make code more difficult to read, they also make it easier to group a program's data and behavior in one place, which can lead to a more organized code base. So, standard do what works for you style, which operates on an instance of a class, a method. Nailed it. Next. Which part of Helm of Mordoon.enchant mana power will be passed into the enchant method as the first argument self? That would be Helm of Mordoon. Okay, we're going to keep going because those two were just questions. That's too easy. Yeah, let's do something. Constructors or initializers. It's rare in the real blah 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 blah. What is happening to me? What is wrong with me? Oh, I'm getting tired, I can tell. It's gonna be time. Okay, here we go. Constructors or initializers. It's rare in the real world to see a class that defines properties the way we've been doing it. Well, what the... No, that is always the way. Learn the basic, then add in the real life complications, you know? It's the way to do it. All right. So it's more practical to use a constructor. In Python, if you name a method in it, that's the constructor, and it is called when a new object is created. So with a constructor, the code would look like this. Class soldier defined in itself, self.name, self.armor, self.num weapons. Now we can make the starting armor and number of weapons configurable with some parameters. Ah, I see. So what's funny is that's actually what I actually have done this in the Lua when I was making those games on Pico 8. I just, again, did not necessarily know all the terminology, but there we go. See if I can remember this. So with a constructor, the code would look like this. Yes, okay. Now we can make the starting number of armor, weapons configurable with some parameters. Assignment. Add a constructor to our wall class. It should take depth, height, and width as parameters in that order and set them as properties. It should also compute an additional property called volume. Volume is the depth times height times width. Okay. So now it already set up the init. So now we have self.depth equals depth. Self.height equals height. Self.width equals width. And now self.volume, do you do it inside the constructor, equals depth times height times width. Is that accurate? Oh, dang. Come on, baby. What is happening? Oh, that felt good. We got that one. All right. It's so funny. Okay, I feel like I did enough. Oh, sorry, microphone. I feel like I've done enough courses for the night. It's getting late. Gonna need to go to bed. I'm feeling pretty good about what we did. We don't have that many more left. So, you know, we'll be able to finish that tomorrow, hopefully. But I think it's going to be done. Now, what I was going to say that's funny is I was so eager to get more than an hour long stream in. I was like, I have to stream for 2 hours. And then I came downstairs to get ready, started setting everything up, started making like silly little changes. Like I wanted to be able to show chat, which is only hilarious because even though Corbin was very kind and chatted with me in YouTube, I only did the view for Twitch. And today nobody came on Twitch, so it was just nothing happened other than my lovely test note. But I started doing all these little things and playing around, and then all of a sudden it was like 40 minutes later, and so by the time I got started, now we're an hour in, it's almost midnight, and I gotta call it. So I think that's it. I think we're gonna stop there for the night. I feel very glad to have got back on the horse and did something streaming related today. I need to continue to do that. I really appreciate YouTube today. I don't know what popped up, but I think they got the most views on my YouTube channel ever, so that's awesome. Keep in mind, you can always paste code into ChatGPT and ask to explain things if you ever use AI to build like a landing page or something for your marketing work. Yes, Corbin, that is a great way to use AI, 100%. And it's so, like, I fully agree with you that that's the way to do it. And the hard part is not getting lazy and just being like, okay, you explained it. Now, can you build this? Just being like, you got this, go figure it out. But I agree with you 100%. It is getting it to explain things to you, using it as like as a teacher and a tool. It's fantastic. I mean, it's obviously not going anywhere. It's going to be, I don't think we're going to, all of a sudden AI is going to stop being a thing in the next year. So you might as well learn how to use it well. But it is funny. I mean, it can really lull you into just like, yeah, find the middle ground as you learn. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. It's finding the middle ground. Like everything. Balance. Who knew? Balance in life is the key. But I really appreciate you coming on and chatting. Hopefully, you'll come on again. I'd been struggling for a long time to figure out what time of day I should do streaming. Eventually, I would like to push it into like morning, or be able to do it in the day, but obviously with my regular job, that's not doable right now. So for the near future, I think my goal is to do like 9 to 11, if I can make that work. So if you want to see me work through some more courses, I will hopefully be back every night at 9. If at some point I get to turn this into something more than just a nighttime hobby, then I would really love to stream in the day. But yeah, for now, this is where we're at. And we're having fun. I hope anybody who came on had fun. I'll try and put out some good shorts. Hopefully there's some funny moments throughout today that I can I can turn into some videos, because I haven't put out any shorts in a while because I haven't been recording any content. So I am very happy to be back and doing this. I look forward to doing more of it. And thank you all for joining me on some OOP learning. All right, man. Thanks, Corbin. Really appreciate it, buddy. It was nice to talk to you. And if at some point you feel like reaching out, I'd be interested to know what you're working on in your, since as a 20-year professional. That's really cool. All right, everyone. Appreciate it. I'm out of here. We'll see you later. Enjoy your Thursday night or Friday morning. All right.